All right, so today, like I said we are starting another topic today. And that is transport. So this topic, please I want you to pay attention to it because it has so many terms and you can get confused if you don't pay or give it a maximal attention. Is that okay? So we want to check transport in living organisms. And I believe you should understand what transport is. When it talks about transport, if you want to take bike from your house to your jam center, what are you doing? Is that not transportation? You are transporting yourself from your house to the jam back edit center for your exam, right? So when we talk about transport in living organism, we are just talking about movement of materials from one part of the organism to another, either from external to internal, or internal to external, or within the internal level. So there are some places where some materials are needed in the organism. So we have a system that ensures these materials are transported from one part of the organisms, maybe that has it in abundance or that is not urgently needed, to another part that is urgently needed or that has it in a very less number. So that's what transport simply means. Transport is the movement of materials from one part of an organism to another where they are needed. Is that taken? Nobody will ask you for definition of transport, but you need it to understand what to be checking, because when we start talking about maybe removal of waste products, transport of hormones, or movement of water, food, digested food, mineral salts, and all, you will need to apply the definition in everything you are doing. So transport for the last time is the movement of materials from one part of an organism to another where they are needed. So let's quickly go to the need for transport. The need for transport. We have so many need.
Ano ba siya, Glenn? Wala gini.
Well,
Ano, meet and break.
who is there?
Sorry.
Are you with me? So let's quickly move to need for transport. So we have many needs for transport. Like I've said, I will just give you a few. I want you to write it down. Then I will explain. Number one, transport is necessary for the following. Number one, distribution of digested food. Distribution of digested food. Distribution of digested food. Distribution of digested food. So I believe you understand what that means. Like I said, we have systems in the body that ensure materials are moved appropriately. So nutrients or digested food that are produced during digestions are needed for energy. They are needed for growth. They are needed for repairing of worn out tissue. They are needed for many things. They are needed for metabolic reactions, for biochemical activities and all. So these digested food are being distributed in the body, probably by the blood or basically by the blood. So digested food will enter into the bloodstreams and they are moved from maybe the productive factory system where they are being produced to where they are needed. So that is distribution of digested food. Another one is transport of respiratory gases. transport of respiratory gases. Transport of respiratory gases. This one also, you should understand that what it means is that gases are being carried to the cell for respiration. And for example, in human cells, oxygen is carried to cells for respiration, while CO2 is produced for exhalation, that is transported away from the cell. In plants, CO2 enters the cell, O2 leaves the cell. In human cells, O2 enters, CO2 leaves. So transport of respiratory gas is another need for transport. Removal of waste products is another one. Removal of waste products. Removal of waste products. So we need transport for removal of waste products. Imagine where you have accumulation of waste products in your body and you cannot actually remove it. If you go to some hospital, you will see some people that they are using pipe to remove their waste product, because accumulation of waste products in the body is very, very harmful and it is highly detrimental to your health. So you need transport to remove waste products. Waste product like urea, waste product like feces, waste product like sweat and all. You need the transport system to be able to remove these waste products. So they are transported to other organs that can remove them from the body. I think I taught you that under my mammalian alimentary canal in the last class when I was talking about the rectum passing the feces to the anus, where you will excrete it out of the body. So removal of waste products is another one that is ensured by the transport system. The fourth one is the transport of hormones. Transport of hormones. So different hormones are needed to regulate body activities. We have different types of hormone. We have the insulin, the glucagon, serotonin, and all. And all these hormones, they are very important to regulate urgent and to give a response to different needs in the body. For example, there's a flight hormone, adrenaline. If you carry a hot material now, the hypothalamus will quickly secrete adrenaline to tell you that, oh, what you carry is very hot, drop it down. Is that taken? So hormones that are produced by glands are carried through the transport system to the target organs, where they help to regulate the body activities. So there's another need for the transport system. And the last one that they want you to understand, please, I want you to pay attention to this topic because it is actually a lot. Just find a way to make sure you understand every topic we'll be checking today. The last one I want you to consider is movement of water. Movements of water and mineral salts. So we need waters and mineral salts to support metabolic processes, like I've said, in order to maintain proper body functions. So the transport system ensures that these things are well transported in the body. I hope that is taken. So let's quickly move to another subtopic. I will give you a table. I want you to write it down. Materials transported in organisms. So I will explain the table for you. Material transported in organisms. So this is the first place they will ask you question. Or let me say they might ask you question. This materials transported, they can ask you that the source where digested food is being transported to the body tissues is what? They can ask you about the hormones. What is the source of hormones and what is destination and how? So let me just give you, I have this like a table for that in my own personal notes. So just copy it and please quickly write that. I want to explain. Materials transported in organisms. Look at oxygen. They said the source is lungs, leaves. I think I told you about the leaves, especially when I was explaining photosynthesis to you. So the destination is body cells. Please, once you are done writing, signify. So I want to explain that table so that you can remember it easily. So I will done writing it. Show me what you're done. What about that? So I need 2 more people, please. Who else is done, please? Okay, give to Adon. Okay, Leila to Suzanne. Okay, so let's quickly move on. Suzanne, okay, that's good. So you can see the first one. I believe you understand the table. It's very simple, right? So they are talking about the materials or the components that can be transported, the substances or the material, anyone you call it. The source, I believe another source is where it is being produced or where it is being absorbed, where it is being produced or where they are absorbed. Trafficking. And the last one is the destination. The destination is where they are needed, where it is going to. So let's start with the first one. So the first one says the material, oxygen. So oxygen is the material that is being transported in organisms. So the source, we understand in photosynthesis that oxygen is like a waste product, something that is exhaled in the plant. So we can say the source of oxygen is leaf, because oxygen leave the plant through the leaves. You used to remember through the stomata that I was teaching you, I think in the last two classes or something. Okay, so the source where oxygen can be absorbed is the lung of the organisms. So that is why they said the source is lung and leaves. It can be produced by the leaves, it can be absorbed by the lungs, and the destination is body cells. Every cell needs oxygen in an organism. The second one is CO2. The CO2 is being is a gas that is being produced in cells during respiration, and it is transported to the lung. If you can see the destination there, it is transported to the lung in animals or leaf in plants, where it is removed from the organisms. That is the CO2. The third one is digested food. Digested food, they are nutrients that are absorbed by the small intestine. You can see the source, small intestines, and it is transported to body tissues, different body tissues that need the nutrient. The waters and mineral salts can be produced or absorbed by the root. It's what we call root hair cells. Root hair cells helps to absorb water and mineral salt from the soil, and it can be transported to the leaf. It can be transported to the leaf. So it is xylem that transports waters and mineral salts. Do you guys still remember when I taught you that? It is phloem that transports sugars or food in the plant. Are we together? Hormones, they are material that are being produced by the endocrine glands, and they are transported to different target organs. Different target organs. It is very, very important to take note of that. There are sometimes when the ladies in our midst here, when they will be giving birth, so we have so many hormones that will be secreted that will help in enlargement of the place that the child will leave the woman. So the hypothalamus will be releasing the hormones so that there will be a large enlargement of the cervix so that the child can come out faster. So hormones is very important. They are chemical messengers that are produced by the endocrine glands, and they are transported through the blood to heavy target organs where they control and regulate every other body processes. They are very, very important. And the last one is excretory products. These are waste substances that are produced during cell metabolisms. So they are transported to other excretory organs that we have. We have different types of excretory organs. For example, we have kidneys, we have lung, we have skin. Lung help us to exhale CO2, and skin help us to release sweat and all. Kidney help us to release urea, and it is from here that they'll be removed from the body. I hope you understand how the table works. In case they ask you, um, how is hormone produced, or what is the source of hormones, you can know that it is endocrine glands. They can give you different options. Water and mineral salts, especially from the plant, they are produced by the roots, yes cells, the roots. Is that taken? So let's quickly move to, please, are we together? Thank you. Please, we are moving to a very sensitive subtopic now. Like I said, we'll be doing a lot of things, but I'll try and make it. What's happening? Okay, I'll try and make it easy as much as I can. So let's talk about channels of transport in animals. These ones, you will have a lot of commitments, a lot of things to do. I will try and explain the diagrams, but then you have to go and check it yourself. Let's start with the mammalian circulatory system, which is the heart, the mammalian circulatory system. Let me copy this diagram for you. Can you all see this art diagram? Can you see it, Abi? Very good. Please, I want you to pay attention in case they draw this diagram for you, or they ask you, they can ask you the function of each component here. The issue I have now is how to give you the definition or the function of each component. It's something I'm trying to struggle with because that would be a lot of notes, but we don't have choice. But let me just try and explain this diagram for you. Let me start from the right part, that is the superior vena cava, the right pulmonary arteries, the right pulmonary veins. You can see everything that looks like it's in the left, they use right for it. Because, you know, in diagram, it was because it shifted. This is in 2D. Are we together? Everything that is in the left is like in the right. In case you have to identify, please don't go and write left pulmonary veins to where it's supposed to be right pulmonary veins. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So let's start with the right. Lillian, you are not getting it. Let me divide this thing into two. You can see the way I divide it into two. You know, looking at the screen, what is supposed to be in your right? Is it not the left? All these things here were supposed to be right, isn't it? Lillian, you can see everything they put here is left, 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 left. It was because then it looks so confusing to me because I was expecting to be everything here should be supposed to be right, right, right. The diagram has shifted. I don't know how to say it better than that. The spatial arrangement has shifted. It's in 2D, so you cannot have you cannot call it right again. Everything here is in the left in your heart. I don't know. Back the screen. Like turn your back to the screen. You see that everything in the left is in the left, everything is in the right. But if you are facing it, everything in the left is in the right. Do you get it? It is normal. So let's just leave that. So everything in the left, we have right, 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 right as the labeling. So let's start with, I'll just quickly try and explain this diagram. Please, I want you to pay attention, like I said. I think there's anything that I'm explaining that is not clear. Because some of you will become a medical student, some of you will become a nurse, and all these things you will need it later on. Why some of you will just become an industrial scientist, maybe a chemist or a pharmacist and all. But you still need all these things, especially when you enter your university. You do all these things in your 100 level, and some people you still do it in 400 level if you are in the medical lab. So just check here. The superior vena cava is the first thing I want you to check. Here, the superior vena cava. This thing is, there's a vein here. It is a vein that brings, there's something we call deoxygenated blood. It will pass this deoxygenated blood from the upper part, all this place here. It will pass it into the right atrium. This is the superior vena cava. It has a very large vein, both the superior and the inferior vena cava. But we are starting with the superior vena cava first. This is the inferior below. Superior is at the upper place. What did I say? Superior vena cava will carries the oxygenated blood from every upper part. The upper part of your heart, what is carrying the blood? I mean deoxygenated blood now. We have oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. Who can explain the difference between oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood? Anybody? Anybody, please be fast. Or you don't know it. You don't.
Oxygenated blood is the one that has oxygen, while deoxygenated blood is the one that does not have oxygen content in it.
Okay. So is that gift? Okay. Gift said oxygenated blood is the one that has high amount of oxygen, while deoxygenated contains it. That's the best. That's how they taught us in integrated science. Very easy. When you hear the word oxygenated, it simply means there is high volume of oxygen. Is that taken? When you hear the word deoxygenated, it simply means there is no or little oxygen. But there is no blood that does not have oxygen. But scientifically, it simply means there is a very little amount of oxygen. So in the other side, the other meaning to it, but I think you should go with that. In terms of CO2 level, oxygenated blood contains less CO2 because it has high amount of oxygen. So you can say oxygenated blood contains less CO2, right? And the oxygenated blood contains more CO2. It's just like an inverse relationship. If oxygenated blood contains high amount of oxygen, therefore it will contain less amount of CO2. Please, are we together? And if the oxygenated blood contains little oxygen, therefore it will contain more CO2. Biko, do you get it? Hello, Linian, are you there? Is Linian there? Suzanne, are you there? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so let's move on. So that's it. And in terms of color, there's something we call deoxyhemoglobin. When the exhaust pipe of CO, CO now carbon monoxide, all those black thing that leaves the all these big vehicles from the exhausted pipe. Once you keep inhaling it, it will turn your blood to deoxygenated blood. We call it blue black or dark red. Sorry. That's why oxygenated blood always have this bright red color. Why the oxygenated blood will not have a bright red color, but it will have a dark red color. So that's another thing. So we call it deoxygen hemoglobin. That's very bad because it can poison your heart. It's a very bad thing. So let's just move on. I believe you understand the oxygenated blood now. So when I'm thinking about the oxygenated blood, you should understand that it is carrying oxygen, sufficient oxygen. Because if I say oxygenated blood, sorry, sufficient oxygen, the oxygenated blood little oxygen or high CO2. So let's quickly move on. So do you still remember what I explained about superior vena cava? Where is it located? It's located at the upper part, right? Please, are you following me? All these things, please pay attention. They will ask question. Oh, that's why I'm trying to take it slow. It is located at the upper part and it brings deoxygenated blood. Please don't forget deoxygenated blood. Everything in your right is deoxygenated blood. Though. What did I say? Everything at this place is deoxygenated blood. So it will carry deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the heart region. Or something you can see some textbook can say from the upper part of the body. Anyone, maybe the head, the neck, the arms, or anything. It will carry them into the right atrium. Yeah, this is the right atrium. So what you need to know is number one, know the location of every component in the mammalian heart. Number two, you know what they are carrying. Number three, you know where they are carrying it to. Do you get it? The location, what they are carrying, where they are carrying it to. The superior vena cava is located at the upper part, right? It's carrying the oxygenated blood. It's carrying it into the right atrium. Hope it is clear. Very good. So let me, before I take this right pulmonary arteries, let me take another one that is similar to superior vena cava, which is your inferior vena cava. Your inferior vena cava. What inferior vena cava does is that the inferior vena cava is also a vein. Same thing like this, a large vein. A large vein. So what it does is that it returns the oxygenated blood from the lower part of the body to the right atrium. As this one is sending blood here to the right atrium, what is inferior vena cava is doing? It's also returning the oxygenated blood to the right atrium. Is that clear? Should I move? Okay, thank God. So now let us talk about this right atrium guy that is receiving blood. Without me telling you anything, it is so easy for me. If you are following me, oh, Lillian, Gift, Paul, and all, you should know what the right atrium does. The only thing it's doing is what? Is receiving the oxygenated blood from where? From the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Do you get it? So without you cramming it, you've not like three things like that. Superior vena cava. Out there. You don't get it. This thing is simple. Hey, we are going to deeper things. So okay, let me explain again. Is it only Baraka that did not get it? Hope we all get it. Lillian, do you get it up to this extent? Paul, do you get it? Give to get it now. Where is Titi? Tell me. They are not online. They will watch the recording because I told you guys this class is very important. Okay, let me come again. So, Baraka, please listen. This superior vena cava, we started from here, from the first diagram at the right part of the heart, which is your own left-hand side. The superior vena cava, I said that they are veins, but they are large vein actually. We can just say they are vein. They carries the oxygenated blood. I said everything that is happening at the left side of your hand or at the right part of the heart is the oxygenated blood. You used to remember that. So I said superior vena cava is distributing this the oxygenated blood to the right atrium. This guy here. Back, I did get that. The oxygenated blood, superior vena cava is doing what? Is distributing the oxygenated blood from the upper part of the body or the upper part of the heart or the upper part of the body, just this body. I don't want to be confusing. So where? To the right atrium. Now, and I said I want to talk about this inferior vena cava. What did I say the inferior vena cava is doing? I said it is also returning every deoxygenated blood in the lower part to where? To the right atrium. So as superior vena cava is distributing blood, deoxygenated blood to the right atrium, inferior vena cava too is distributing blood to where? To the right atrium. Is that taken? Baraka, is that taken? Okay, now. So I said, without me telling you what the definition of right atrium is, you should know it yourself. If superior vena cava is distributing blood, deoxygenated blood to the right atrium, and inferior vena cava is also distributing blood to the right atrium, it simply means right atrium is receiving the oxygenated blood, right? It's receiving the oxygenated blood from the superior and the inferior vena cava. You can see. So that's it about that. So what else do we need to? Okay, let me do this right ventricle also. So the right ventricle, what it does is that it pumps. You can see what it does is that they pump the oxygenated blood to the lungs. They pump the oxygenated blood to the lungs. Only head ventricle. When we get to left ventricle, I'll explain left ventricle to you. They pump the oxygenated blood to the lungs. They pump it through the is it not? They pump it to the pulmonary artery. Yeah. Everything here, Baraka, is deoxygenated. I explained that everything that we are talking about in the left hand side or the right part of the heart is what? Deoxygenated blood. Everything that we are talking about at the right part of the heart or the left hand side of our own hand is deoxygenated. So the right ventricle, like I said, they are known to pump deoxygenated blood to the lungs. They pump deoxygenated blood to the lung. In case they ask you, how does the deoxygenated blood reach the lung? It is through the pulmonary artery. That's why we have all this right pulmonary artery and the left pulmonary artery. So the right ventricle in full, they helps to pump the oxygenated blood to the lung through the pulmonary artery. Is that taken? Very good. So this, let me talk about this pulmonary artery then, since we've talked about pulmonary arteries. Let me quickly talk about right pulmonary arteries and left pulmonary arteries before I talk about the right pulmonary veins. I think it's only right pulmonary veins that remains in this part, Abby. So this right pulmonary artery, what it does is that they carry the oxygenated blood to the right lung. And I said everything here is right. What do they do? They carry the oxygenated blood to the right lung, while the left pulmonary arteries, they carry the oxygenated blood to the left lung. I will give you all the notes. Let me come again so that we can understand. We started with superior vena cava. We said superior vena cava, they helps to distribute the oxygenated blood to the right artery. Yeah, isn't it? We said they have large veins through which this blood passes to the right artery. And we said this inferior vena cava also helps to distribute this deoxygenated blood to this right atrium guys also. Later we talked about this right atrium. We said they received deoxygenated blood from both the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, isn't it? Later we talked about this right ventricle. We said they help to pump the oxygenated blood to the lung. And this blood, they pass to the lung through the pulmonary artery. So we are talking about the pulmonary artery, both the right and the left pulmonary artery. So we said the right pulmonary arteries, they help to carry the oxygenated blood to the right lung, while the left pulmonary artery, they carry the oxygenated blood to the left lung. Is that taken? The right pulmonary artery, they carry what? The oxygenated blood to the right lung, while the left pulmonary artery, they carry the oxygenated blood to the left lung. So the left to the left, the right to the right. Is that taken? So let's quickly talk about this right pulmonary veins and we'll leave this place. The right pulmonary veins, what they do is that they are the anything above veins, they carry oxygenated blood. Actually, both the right pulmonary vein and the left pulmonary vein. You know the right pulmonary arteries, we said they carry the oxygenated blood. Even the left pulmonary arteries here, we also said they carry the oxygenated blood, right? Right carries the oxygenated blood to the left, while the left also carry the oxygenated blood. I'm talking about left pulmonary artery now. They carry the oxygenated blood to the left lung, while the right pulmonary arteries carries the oxygenated blood to the left, to the right lung. Now, the pulmonary veins, we have the right pulmonary veins and the left pulmonary vein. The right pulmonary veins, they help to carry this oxygenated blood from the right lung back to the left atrium. This guy, they will carry the blood from here to the left atrium here. And also the left pulmonary vein, that is here, they also carry oxygenated blood from the left lung to the atrium here also. It simply means the left atrium, what does it do? It receives oxygenated blood from the left. Some places are deep red in the heart. What are they? Which places? Do you get it to where we are? Yes, Suzanne.
I think sir, actually there are some places in the heart that are deep red. Actually, what are they called? Like the left, is it
You mean
atrial?
all
Yeah,
these places, I mean?
yeah.
It's just like they want you to understand the difference between the oxygenated blood, like where they are deep red color. It shows that oxygen is rich, like there are greater amount volume of oxygen there compared
Okay.
to, do you get now, compared to some other places. Just like a, will I say, artistic representation of, just to show that oxygen is quite much in some regions compared to other. Is that taken?
All right. Yes, sir.
All these blue parts they are referring to as the oxygenated blood. All this blue and all. But the red is that there is a lot of blood, like oxygen, sha. The oxygenated blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So where am I? What was the last thing I was explaining? Sir?
I think you're talking about pulmonary veins.
Okay, I was talking about the left pulmonary veins and the right pulmonary veins. Do you remember what I said? I was saying they carry oxygenated blood to the left atrium, isn't it? And the left pulmonary veins also they carry oxygenated blood to the left atriums. It simply means the left atriums they receive oxygenated blood from these two guys, from the right pulmonary veins and the left pulmonary veins. And what else are we not talking about? The left ventricle is just the antonyms of, or I like say, is something like the right ventricle. So the left ventricle outer. Okay, we're not talking about outer. Outer is like an artery also, but the largest artery, in case they ask, is the largest artery in the body that helps to carry oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all other part of the body. And that's why we call it outer. Anytime you heard artery, artery carries blood away. You know, artery starts with A. So always that's the way I understand it since then, like away. You get now. So the largest artery in the body is the aorta. And what is that is that it carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all parts of the body. Do you have anybody I want to talk? I hear a sound now.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, is that Paul?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Fine, sir. Pulmonary veins.
Yeah.
When they carry blood from the lungs, do they drop it at the ventricle or the atrium?
They drop it
Or
at the atrium. They drop at the left atrium to be precise. If it is vein,
okay,
both the right pulmonary vein and the left pulmonary vein, they drop the blood. You know, they carry oxygenated blood, anything vein, right? So they
yes,
will
sir.
drop it to the left atrium. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So what I was saying before We started how to ourselves. I'm getting distracted. Okay, we're talking about. Have you talked about left
We are
ventricle?
talking about water.
Eh? Yes, I think I'm done with outer. So let me just give you short notes. Have I talked about the left ventricle? I think I have, right? So what left ventricle does is that it pumps blood to the entire body, or it pumps oxygenated blood to the entire body. That's left ventricle. Hmm? What else? I think
So out of the
that's
right ventricle. Okay. Of
what do you say?
deoxygenated. The right ventricle carries deoxygenated blood, right?
Yes, I think I explained that before.
Alright.
It pumps the oxygenated blood to the lung, deoxygenated. So the septum is just like a wall that separates the right from the left. It separates the right side of the heart. You will not see, you'll not be able to see it very well in this diagram because this is just a 2D until maybe if we have, I will have shown you a video and you'll be able to see it like the normal heart and watch a YouTube video. Brachiocephalic trunk is brachio, not bronchio. So what brachiocephalic trunk does is that it helps to supply blood to the right part. Like it will walk. It is attached to the halter. It's just like a branch. You know, in a tree, we have branches in the tree. What happened, Paul? Are you lost? So it is attached to the tree. It's attached to the artery, not the tree, to the halter. So it helps to supply blood to the right side, maybe the right side of the body, the right side of the head. That's why some people say, ah, are you having what's this headache? Proxima, where some people will be having all this migraine, where one part of the brain is having headache. So that's what uh brachiocephalic trunk talks about. Is that taken? I think we are done. Abi. So have you guys written all the definition yourself, or you want me to give you definition? You know, we have a lot of things to cover. Hmm? Should I give you short notes? Uh, okay, let's start. I will dictate. Will you guys be fast? Do you promise me you'll be fast? Okay, let's go. So the component of the mammalian heart, number one, I explained superior vena cava. Write it down. Superior vena cava. They helps to bring deoxygenated blood. They helps to bring deoxygenated blood from the upper part into the right atrium. They helps to bring deoxygenated blood from the upper part into the right atrium. Number two, Suzanne, write it again. Hey, Suzanne. Ah, you know what? Give me 2 minutes. Let me look for the definitions online. Let me copy and paste. I think that will be better. So if they ask you to label some parts now or identify some components, your head is aching. You see proximal headache. Ah, we've not even started anything. No. Mm-hmm. Ah, it's well low. If they ask you to identify any component in the mammalian heart, Lillian, can you identify it? Give it alpha. Hmm. Gifty, Lilian, Paul. You guys are not answering me. Gifty, you didn't hear my question, Abby. Hey, can you guys identify any component in the mammalian heart now? Can you explain how they work, the features, the networking, how they connect? Yeah, I think I've seen one. Let me just place it. So, Suzanne, not everything, Lilian. So, which one are you having issue with? Maybe when you visit it again after the class, you will get it. Okay. Can you see it very well? You may not need to write them in full, just write short things. Like I said, write the location, write what they do, write the destination. That's the three things Jam can ask you. They can just pick right atrium and ask you where right atrium is located in the lung, in the heart. You know, right atrium is located in the upper part, but in the diagram, it's in the lower part in the diagram because this diagram is not just about the heart alone, it's about the entire body. Gift, you don't want to write. You don't want to write gift. Write now.
I was
And what?
writing when you were explaining. I jotted everything down.
Okay.
It's because of that diagram.
Okay, I will send it to you. I won't send it to you. Everybody should write.
Oh, God.
If I say I'm sending it, some people will not write again. So we have less than 2 minutes to finish writing. Please let's be very fast. Let's move to another topic. I want you guys to be speaking like a biologist. When you're speaking with dad in the evening, make sure your dad has given you money before you speak. Oh, speak biology. Tell daddy, daddy, speak like a scientist. But if dad has not given you money and you are speaking something, they're like, I can see you are full. You are not hungry. Anytime I learn new things, I always try to apply it with the people around me. I remember sometimes ago when we are learning about diseases, we were learning about different types of diseases in the body, in the heart, in the brain, Alzheimer's disease. It's called HOP. Ah, don't ask me to school. Don't ask me to, you mean I should school down or HOP? Susan, is that what you mean?
No, sir, scroll up, like scroll down a little. I'm seeing that upside. It's okay.
Baraka, let's wait for your friend. Oh. Susan Alpha, should we scroll up?
A little, I'm coming. And you can scroll up.
Okay. What did you say, Chris? The diagram from the previous class. You mean chemistry or biology? I didn't send it. What does Barker said? Hey. Gifts, do you mean the diagram from the last class? Okay, I will send it today. But I'm not sure I will send it after the class. But you see it today, maybe in the night or in the evening. I have another class after this class. But we'll report to me. So, Suzanne, are we all writing? Are we done writing?
No, sir, I'm not done. No.
Please let's be more fast, please. And make sure you check the diagram after the class and definition. You know, if you read it immediately after the class, it will sink in more easily. than you reading it after 1 week. After 1 week, you can be confused. Yeah. Hello, guys.
Is it not better they get the note after the class?
Yeah. The issue I have with them is that some of them they don't write note after the class. The last time I
Okay.
sent a note to them, yes, they won't write it. Even the past question I sent to them, they didn't check it. They are not serious. I don't know. Some of them.
No, the most we can do is the one we are doing now. What's their
Exactly.
name?
So I want
Lillian
to
and the rest.
yes, I want to make sure they check it, that they have it in their notes properly. But do you guys promise me you will write it after the class? Because we have a lot of things to cover today. Lillian, do you promise me?
So go on.
We should go on.
Yeah.
Okay, you will write it after the class, Abby. I should send the note to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh. Baraka, you say yes. Gifts. What about you? Yes, right? Suzanne, I know Suzanne will want it after the class. That girl. Paul,
So
you
don't
are
send it. I'll write it. I'll write it. Don't send it after the class.
okay. So let's move on to another. So I believe you can explain the diagram now. You understand. So let's quickly move to double circulation. So you can explain mammalian heart now very easily. Everybody. Lillian, can you explain mammalian heart now to your younger sister? Okay, Baraka said yes. Lillian said yes. Gift, what about you? Okay, Paul is posted there. So since you guys can explain mammalian heart, let's quickly move to double circulation. So before I explain this diagram, like we always do, double circulation, from the word double circulation, it simply means blood passes through the heart twice in one complete circulation. What did I say, guys? Blood passing through the heart twice in one complete circulation. So in a one cycle, like one complete circulation in the body, blood passes through the heart twice. That is what we refer to as double circulation. So
Sir, come
this
again.
double circulation means that blood passes through the heart twice in one complete circulation. There are some instances in one complete circulation, blood passes through the heart just once. But there are cases where blood passes to the heart twice. That is double circulation in one complete circulation. Is that taken? Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
So there are tendencies that if double circulation continues, blood can passes the heart 4 times in 2 complete circulation. Do you get the logic? So there are 2 pathways that are involved in double circulation: the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit. So I will just use this diagram to explain the concept for you. Do you still remember what we refer to as vena cava? The superior and the inferior. So let's start with vena cava here. Or you guys have forgotten? Let's start with this guy here. So vena cava will carry, so you can see the direction. Look at the direction in which blood is moving. This is the systemic circuit down here. This is the pulmonary circuit down here. This is the heart. Yeah. Now look at it. Look at the direction from the vena cava. You can see the direction. Look at the way it is pumping. Look at the way it is pumping. Did you see? So it's very easy. If you see a diagram, you should be able to interpret it. So if they make a diagram like this, look at the direction like this, the direction of the movement. You can see, you can interpret it. So starting with the vena cava carries the oxygenated blood. Anything about cava is the oxygenated blood, the right part. So it carries the oxygenated blood from the body tissues and oxygen back to the right side of the heart. So that's what vena cava does. So it will carry it.
Please come again, sir.
I will still give you, should I still give you the notes, or you want to be writing now? I just want to explain. So vena cava, I said it carries the oxygenated blood from body tissues back to the right side of the heart. So it can carry the oxygenated blood from some organs. It can carry the oxygenated blood from some tissues. Basically, it is tissues and organ actually. So it will carry the deoxygenated blood from them and it will send it to the right side of the heart. So this is the right side of the heart. I told you the other time, the right side of the heart contains the right atrium, the right ventricle. So the right side of the heart, they receive the deoxygenated blood and they pump it to the lung. Yeah. But all those ones, let's just focus on this diagram and quickly do what we need to do. You can see how the movement is occurring back to the pulmonary vein, then to the lung capillaries, and then to the pulmonary artery. The pulmonary vein here, what does it do? It carries oxygenated blood from the lung from here, because it's oxygenated blood that leaves the lung. It carries oxygenated blood from the lung back to the left side of the heart. You can see it carries oxygenated blood from the lung to the left side of the heart, and the lung capillary will take it up. So the lung capillary, they release, they make the blood to release the CO2 that will breathe out, and blood absorbs also oxygen. That's what the lung capillary does. And this pulmonary artery here, they carries the oxygenated blood from the heart to the lung. They will carry the deoxygenated blood from the heart back to the lung here. And that's how it continues. I told you the other time what the aorta does. Aorta carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all parts of the body and how. Do you get it? So that's, I will give you the notes so that you can write it down. Just look at the diagram, the arrows, and follow it. That is how it works. Let me try and look for a note that I can give you guys. So if you look at this diagram, now I said it has 2 pathways. We have the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit, isn't it? So in case they ask you, the pulmonary circuit here, it is from heart to the lung, back to the heart. Why the systemic circuit here, it is from the heart. You can ask you the order of flow of the blood. to the body, back to the heart. So the lung replace the body here. So systemic and the pulmonary use lung. That's why we have the lung capillaries here, which helps to release CO2. Yeah. Is that taken? What else do I need to tell you? I think that is all. Like I said, double circulation simply means blood passing through the heart 2 times in one complete cycle. I think we are good to go. But let me just look for a short notes that you can use after the class. Okay, so should you make use of this after? Oh, I think we are good to go. Getting it sorted one after the other. So there's another diagram that everything here is just about diagram. Don't be tired. A lot is our strength. But this is 148. Hey, I have a lot of things to do. But that is just the artery, the vein. Just pay attention to it. They can draw this for you and they label it. They actually have similar components and similar structure. Just that you just have to pay attention. Like I tell you the other time, I said an artery is a blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart, right? When you see the word A, it means away. Hmm? So that's how I used to remember it since some years ago. The blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart. So they carry it from the heart to different parts of the body. They get it now. So it can be to other organs, tissues, and all. So that's what the artery does. They carries blood from away from the heart. So we have different structure. So once you are done with the class, please go and read on tunica externa, tunica media. Tunica externa is just like a cell wall. Eat enough food, you'll be tired. Is there anybody complaining? Let me check the comment section. It's like I'm lost. Benita, how are you? Easy is no more. Paul is not in the class again. Titi complain of bad network. Okay. So let's continue. Nothing in the comment section. So tunica externa, please read it. Let me quickly dictate it for you. It helps to protect and support the blood vessel. For protection and support. Protect and support the blood vessel. So in case they ask you, the outer layer of the artery is the tunica externa. Is that taken? The tunica media is the middle layer. From the word is the middle layer here. The external is the from the word external is the external layer, the outer layer. This one is the middle layer. So this one helps in contraction. It helps to contract and expand the artery. It helps in dilation too, helps in contracting, enlarging, expanding when blood is being pumped from the heart. So to expand and contract the artery. So tunica intima, from the word in, is the innermost layer. Hope you are getting the logic like that. In case they ask you, external simply means tunica external simply means the outer layer, right? Tunica media, from the word media, the middle layer, the medium one. Tunica intima, it means the innermost. The innermost layer. So what this one does is that it helps blood to flow easily. It helps blood to flow easily. Please, are you jotting it down? I don't. After the class, you guys should go and check it yourself so that you can write a proper note. But these are just a jotting. It helps blood to flow easily. Like it lubricates the artery. It helps to reduce friction. That's just I'm just giving. It helps to reduce friction. So that's all. So the vein also they have the same features with the artery. You know what the vein does? They carries blood back to the heart, right? Isn't it? So tunica externa is still the external layer, like the protective layer. The media is also the middle layer, and also the intima is the internal layer, and all. Do we all get that? Do we all get that? Only give this in the class. You guys are getting tired of biology. Too much notes, have you?
So what's the role of lumen?
What do you say?
What's the role for lumen?
You go for lumen.
Yeah.
Lumen is just like like a space where blood flows, like a channel, like something like a passage.
Okay.
They get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I can't see the word that's beside the lumen. Like it helps produce
What do you say?
the word beside lumen. I can't see it very well.
The wall beside the
Yes.
is that's not the function of lumen, no. It's the function of
Yeah,
tunica
I know.
intima.
I know it's the function of intima, but I can't see it.
It helps to reduce friction, like it helps blood to flow easily. It's acting like a lubricant.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys done with that? So after the class, I just got a note for you. Can I continue? Do you have anybody? Someone to say something?
So which one helps in contraction and expansion of the artery?
Tunica media is the middle layer, no? So, not to people, I don't sense.
Please, let's move on.
You want
Sorry, I lost my network. I said which one helps in contraction and expansion of artery?
tunica media.
Okay, tunica media.
So let's move on. You send the note to us.
Okay. Okay, there's something I saw now in your textbook. So I want you to write it after the class. When I send you the notes. It's just like a summary for in case they are asking you about the thickness of your artery, probably the lumen, the valves, the blood pressure. So that will actually help you. So let's move on to the, the component of the circulatory system. I believe you know that the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. So we'll be checking it one after the other. The heart, the blood vessel. But we'll round up very soon. We want to go to a little check on the heart, the blood vessels. So let's go to structure and function of the heart. So maybe we'll stop here today. Let's start with the structure. So they can ask, how many chambers do you have? How many chambers does the heart has? It has 4 chambers.
4 complete chambers.
What do you say? It has the right atrium. It has the left atrium. That's the right ventricle and the left ventricle. Every other structures I've given you before. Go and check the diagram so that will not be doing repetition. The diagram of the mammalian heart that I gave you is that taken. In case they ask you that what prevents the backward flow of blood, we've been talking about the movement of blood since morning. It is the valve. They ask this question. Valve. What do I call it? The valves prevent the backflow or the backward flow. Anyway. Flow of blood. So let's go to little functions of the blood. Other structure, please, other components. I've given you before now. I will not be doing repetition of the heart, sorry. So do this as an assignment. We have some functions of the heart, like they help to pump blood around the body and all. I've given you some during the class, and they also help to maintain circulation of materials. So you can
That's
get.
a function of the heart.
What is it?
That assignment is a function of the heart.
Yeah, we are checking the structures and functions of the heart.
Okay.
So I've given you the structures. So I want to go and do the functions of the heart. Please don't forget the order of flow. I saw a question now under the pulmonary circulation. They were asking how order of flow works. Now I said pulmonary from the heart to the lung to the heart, and systemic from the heart to the body to the heart. Please don't forget that thing. There's a 70% or 80% probability that you see that in your JAMB exam. The difference between pulmonary and systemic. Systemic is talking about the body system, while pulmonary is talking about the lung. Intermediate pulmonary is lung, right? So heart to lung to heart, systemic, heart to body to heart. So let's quickly talk about the B part, which is blood vessels. So JAMB always asks functions from these blood vessels. I will just give you a short note on it. So next class we will move to blood, maybe blood and lymph as transport media. So let us just end the class in blood today, because in blood vessels, that your brain will not be doing gym. Um, let's move to question and answers. Okay, I saw something here. Let me just give you this on that blood vessels. So you can write this down now. So that's the end of today's class. Let me look for some questions for you. Suzanne, I think Suzanne is messaging me. Is she having are you having network issue? Where is she? Okay, so let's move to the question and answer. So Lillian, you are going first, Abby. So gifts, you are going second. Baraka, you are going third. Who is the first person though? Benita, is that taken? Lillian, why are you crying? Believe in yourself. Okay. Hi guys, ready? So Lillian, answer this question. Oh, B. Pulmonary vein. Vein carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. That's beautiful. So over to your gift.
B.
What do you say?
B.
B. Twice in one
B.
circulation. Did you say B or D?
I said B. B. B.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So you guys, please go and read the notes and go and take your past questions. You should be checking past questions yourself. Who's the next person? Baraka. Or is it Baraka? Let me call it in a Trish way. Did I teach you this? I remember I teach you verbs. I didn't mention this actually. Capillary. Not capillary. Capillary talks about the rising and falling. Blood vessels at
I don't hear you, sir.
what do you say?
I said I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Or you don't
Yes,
understand it?
sir.
Okay.
No,
Do you
sir.
remember the definition I gave to you on valve? I said valve helps to prevent the backflow of blood. So
Yes,
the
I
blood
remember.
vessel that has valve is vein, not capillary. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So I think I skipped that. I didn't tell you. So sorry for that. Okay, Benita. Oh, are you there? All right. So I'm trying to look for another question. Okay. I'm coming. I'm still looking for it. So Lillian, do this one. Benita, you're doing this one. Or Lillian, do the next one. Let's wait for Benita first. Is Benita still there? Baraka has run away. What's the answer, Benita? Benita, are you there? This is simple. Do you know it? Lillian, do this one.
B.
Benita said A. The
B.
question says, which chamber of the heart pumps blood to the lung? Which chamber of the heart pumps blood to the lung? That's ventricle. It pumps blood to the lung. It's not here. It's not left atrium now. It's not anything about atrium at all. It is right ventricle. Benita, please go and read your notes. I gave you there. Eh? Benita, do you hear me? Benita, are you there? Oh, please. It is not atrium. No. It's not here. Linear, what do you call the blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart? B.
Artery.
Artery, yeah. Gift, answer this. Oh boy, I'm tired. Huh? Gift,
I don't.
oh.
I'm not sure. B.
I have to be sure.
B.
How do you say?
B.
B. I gave you an septum. Yeah, you're right. Susanna, are you there?
Sir,
You two should answer this question.
okay, which one?
No problem. Someone should do this. Susan, the vessel that carries the oxygenated blood from the body to the heart is what? Susan, are you there?
Is the vena canal vena cava?
Vena cava. Vena
Yes,
cava. Vena cava.
vena cava. I don't know how to
Susan's
pronounce it, but
Vena
it's
cava.
C.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Anybody with the next question? Give to Lillian. Benita. In the psychology system, exchange of gases and nutrients occurs mainly in the
See,
capillaries. Yeah. Which of the following carries oxygenated blood to all parts of the body? All parts of the body, oh, not to the heart. Oh.
iota.
Outer. Okay. Is that gift? All right, that's good. So I will send you the note probably in the night, or if I'm chance in the evening. Yeah. Any questions so far? Pat, don't ask question. Postpone your questions to next week. A bit to Friday. Guys, don't forget you're having your mid semester. More past question. Me in this class. We've tweeted a lot. Oh, you came late. Oh. Don't let us do anything in this class again. We've tweeted a lot. I think we tweeted about 10 or 12. Can you see? So once I send you the past question, you can check it. So next class we will do. So you guys, please prepare on the 6 chapters that we've done already in your biology. Don't forget to from the varieties of living organisms to the transport system, which the best students have something special. Yeah. All right. You want to have a good day. I'm sounding so tired already. And enjoy yourself. All right now, till Friday we'll see. By God's grace. Lillian, take care of yourself. Let me see you. Okay, thank you, Lillian. Yeah, gifts. Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, thank you so much. Benita, you are fighting with me, Abby. No problem. No. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day. Bye bye now. You guys don't want to go again. Okay. You can stay.